Good afternoon, everyone. Before I present my research, let me introduce myself. I am Sheryll R. Perante, Teacher 1 of Palang Elementary School, Municipality of Naik, a grade 6 teacher. My research entitled Classroom-Based Techniques in Developing Critical Thinking Skills of Pupils of Public Elementary School. Context and rationale. Learners who are critical thinkers are those who can move beyond typical thinking models to an advanced way of thinking. They produce both more ideas and improve ideas than poor thinkers. They become more adept in their thinking by using a variety of proving techniques which enable them to discover new and often improved ideas. More specifically, critical thinkers tend to see the problem from many perspectives, to consider many different investigative approaches, and to produce many ideas before choosing a course of action. In addition, they are more willing to take intellectual risks, to be adventurous, to consider unusual ideas, and to use their imagination while analyzing problems and issues. Basic research question. Specifically, it seeks to answer the following question. What is the profile of the teacher respondents in terms of the following? Educational attainment, length of service, grade level assignment for last 3 years, subject handled for the last 3 years, age and gender. Is there a significant relationship between the profile and the assessment of the teacher respondents in pointers of developing critical thinking among pupils? Scope and limitation. The study focused on the pointers teachers follow in developing critical thinking among pupils. However, it was limited to the analysis of the profile of the teacher respondents in terms of educational attainment, grade level assignment, and subject handled. The assessment on the pointers were described from the evaluation of each other. For a deeper analysis of main problem, a significant relationship between the profile, pointers, and the relationship of the individual evaluation were taken into considerations. The data were gathered through a survey questionnaire, unstructured interview, and observation. Then, the data were treated statistically using percentage, frequency, weighted mean, Pearson R, and ANOVA. Methodology. Distributed the survey questionnaires, descriptive method, used statistical treatment data, frequency and percentage, mean, chi-square. Distribution of respondents according to educational attainment, bachelor's degree, frequency 15, percentage 75%, with MA 5 and percentage 25%, total 20, percentage 100. Results and conclusion. The result from the gathered data through the use of survey questionnaires. The findings were systematically presented, analyzed, and interpreted following the sequence of the research question as enumerated and explained. The summary of findings obtained through the conduct of this research. It also includes the conclusion and recommendation formulated by the researcher, which were based on the gathered and analyzed data. From the data gathered, it is evident that the highest weighted mean is 4.70, which is obtained by both indicator 2.8, which indicate that give pupils enough time to think when you ask them question that is not just recalling of facts, and indicator 2.15, which states the use that might be or otherwise wasted. The results from these two indicators are equivalent to a varying true of me and verbal interpretation to a very great extent, whereas the indicator 2.5, which states the pupils in groups to brainstorm, to solve problems, to form consensus, or any of the countless other activities that a group situation inspires in pupils who are working on their thinking skills, obtained the second to the highest weighted mean of 4.65, which is equivalent to a very true of me, and a verbal interpretation to a very great extent. However, the lowest weighted mean of 3.95 is obtained by the indicator 2.10, which states that tell my pupils to pay attention small details. This equivalent to true of me and verbal interpretation to a great extent. The result accumulated general weighted mean of 4.42 with an equivalent of true of me and a verbal interpretation to a very great extent. Result of test relationship between the respondents' profiles and their assessments of the pointers in developing critical thinking skills. Profile, educational attainment, pointers in developing critical thinking skills, 0.10, 0.35 reject, interpretation, significant, grade level, 3.793, 0.80, decision, accept, not significant, subject handled, 2.456, 0.2.93, accept, not significant. And this is all about my research. Thank you.